it is Sarah, your local NYC guide, and in this video we're going to be covering the ultimate 3-day guide to New York City. Now this is actually part 2. We have part 1 linked below. That will cover day 1. We had to break this video into 2 parts because it was literally 45 minutes long. And with that, let's get to day 2 and 3. I'll see you there. Welcome to day 2 or day 1 or day 3. It really depends on what order you want to put this itinerary in. For me, I like to do this day 2. Day 2, we are going to experience a little bit about the culture of New York City. I'm going to be combining a few different neighborhoods in here. We're gonna see Little Italy, we're gonna see SOHO, Chinatown, the Lower East Side. All of these neighborhoods are close together, so it's really easy to explore them. We're also gonna be having some tasty treats. So, without further ado, let's just get to the guide. Come on. Sorry. We're here at Russ Daughters. Now, you gotta start the day with a bagel and lox. It's a classic New York breakfast, and Russ Daughters has been in business since 1914. Yes, over 100 years. They serve just like the absolute best lox and bagels. So we're gonna get some. I will warn you, it is a wait, okay? You go in there, you gotta take one of these, and you gotta wait for your name to be called, which does take time. When we went in there, they were at 9:45, and we did 9:65, and we went in there like 15 minutes ago, so let me see. They're at 9:53. Also, quick little plug. If you've heard of Kat's Deli, it's famous for that scene in the movie When Harry Met Sally. Insert. Oh, God. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.
Okay, you saw it? All right, great. That is right down the street, and that's where you can get like a huge pastrami sandwich. It costs like $25 for the sandwich, but it's literally like the width of my head. All right, I'm like gonna die of starvation by the time this bagel arrives.
6 hours later.
They finally just called my number, and I ran in excitedly, and then they said not yet. So, I don't know, but we waited about half an hour. By the way, this bagel is like gonna be $20 with the lox, but life-changing. The moment of truth is here. I have my bagel. It was quite the wait. It's like unwrapping a present. Oh my God. Aww. Look at that. Look at that beautiful bagel. This is their classic bagel. It has lox, scallion cream cheese, capers, tomatoes on an everything bagel that has been toasted. I asked the guy who worked there what the best thing is, and this is what he said. So we'll see. Okay, let's try it. Wow. One moment. It's perfection in a bite. Like everything is just so phenomenal. Like the flavors are so well balanced. The lox, I feel like I can never have lox ever again except from here. I mean, it's incredible lox. Smoky, not too salty, not too fishy. Wow. This is like, you're gonna love this spot. I can't wait for you to try it. All right, I don't even want to like talk anymore because I just want to eat all of this. All right, after your bagel or while you're waiting, check out some of the street art in this area. There's so much good street art in the Lower East Side. Also SOHO and Chinatown has really cool street art in certain areas, but Lower East Side in particular is really a lot of good stuff. Like this one, which is so perfect for this location, Lower East Side. You have some of the people that kind of got their start here, including this lovely guy who's a very famous artist. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his name because we all know how good I am at French pronunciation. I mean, like, it's literally everywhere. I'm just showing you like this one corner, just a small example of how artistic this area is. This side, we have a really cool like Day of the Dead piece. So you kind of get the idea. There's so much beautiful street art in this area. So as you're walking through it, maybe you have your bagel and your lox, just like taking a stroll, you know, taking a stroll. Enjoy some of the street art and make your way towards SOHO because we're heading there next. If you want high-end shopping, I recommend going to SOHO. In particular, on Spring Street and Prince Street, you have really good shops. This is more like high-end places, you know, like Gucci or Balenciaga. Balenciaga, you know, I'm just gonna go buy the shoes that look like socks, no big deal. Oh, I don't belong here, here we go. All right, listen, can you hear me? There's a lot of noise all the time. Going down. Okay, so wanted to mention Broadway because there's a lot of great stores here too, and they're more budget friendly. So this is where you're gonna find more like Zara, H&M, Guess, things like that. So that's like more mainstream fashion. Then you have the high end, then you have the boutiques. It's like something for everyone. I actually have a shopping map that I'll link below so you can just take that with you and then go to all of the stores that I love.
What does SOHO?
Ah, great question, Lucas. What does SOHO stand for? It stands for South Houston Street, and Nolita stands for North of Little Italy. And we're not covering it in this video, but Tribeca stands for Triangle Below Canal Street.
What's
NoHo stands for North of Houston Street. Any other trivia questions?
What's East Hole?
There's no East Hole. What the heck? Chinatown. So much to talk about here. You gotta come. A whole different type of culture in itself. I have a Chinatown guide to tell you all about that. I will link it below. But listen, in the meantime, we're gonna get some delicious food here and we're gonna get some bubble tea. Now, if you've never had bubble tea, you've gotta try it. It's so good. My videographer, Lucas, is a big bubble tea fan. Today, we're gonna try his favorite bubble tea. It's called Tiger Sugar. Let's go inside and check it out. I'm suspicious because it's not my normal order, not gonna lie. I got lychee crystal boba. I like the flavor, but I miss the real bobas. Let me have this one. Can I have yours? So in conclusion, I recommend getting this brown sugar green tea with boba. It's T8. So yeah, it's really good. For lunch, I recommend going to Canal Street Market. There's a lot of great stuff inside. Let's go. Oh, sorry. We're here at the Canal Street Market, which is my favorite spot to shop and dine in Chinatown. Okay, so there's so many like really cool local artist things you can buy here, from, you know, prints to jewelry to candles. So definitely stop in. I think it's the best spot to shop here. I don't even know if it's the most amazing because there's so much great food in Chinatown, but one of my favorites is this spot. This is Joe's Steamed Rice Roll. So there's a couple locations of Joe's Steamed Rice Roll, and the Canal Street Market is a great place to come and enjoy it. You can get it here and go sit in the seats in the back, and then also check out the amazing shops at the Canal Street Market. So I'm gonna do the beef rice roll, but it also comes in pork or barbecue pork or shrimp or curry fish or dried shrimp or vegetarian. Woo, so many options. And right across from Joe's Rice Rolls, we have another great spot. This is called Beitong, and it's a Thai food restaurant, and they are new here. They've only been here about 2 months. They actually originally started in Flushing, which is a great spot for Asian cuisine. In particular, Chinese food there is crazy. So we're gonna try this too. It's gonna be awesome. Beautiful, rippling, delicious rice rolls. I love these. So nice. It's like this chewy, savory, delicious noodle with like some of that barbecued pork on the inside. There's also a lot of nice vegetables in here. You can add a bunch of different vegetables. We just added all of them because why not? And guess what? The flavor is banging. The cool thing about the Canal Street Market is you have a lot of different types of Asian cuisine here. And one of them is this fabulous Thai restaurant called Beitong. Papaya salad time. I always love papaya salad. Got it all the time when I was in Thailand. Citrusy, fresh, really yummy. Wow, really juicy chicken, super flavorful, really great, all around. Canal Street Market, people, never lets you down. How mad are you at me, Lucas, for eating chopsticks this way? The point is, it works. Next up, we're gonna head to Little Italy to get a little taste of Italian culture, although I will admit, this version of Little Italy, although it is the first, it is not like the most authentic Little Italy in New York. That would be at Arthur Avenue in the Bronx. We're going to get a sweet treat from one of the oldest stores here in Little Italy. And while you're here, explore. There's some cute shops, a lot of Italian culture, great Italian restaurants, a lot of mafia history, and just, it's an interesting place to see. We're here at my favorite spot in Little Italy. It is a Levadere, family owned and operated since 1892, right? 1892, you see that? I remembered that. Okay. They make the best cannolis. You can see this lovely man making them. This spot is good. Like, they have all different types of Italian cheeses, and I really like their mozzarella, like, it's like a mozzarella ball type thing. We're gonna try some cannolis right now. There's so many cannolis in Little Italy. Everyone's gonna tell you they have the best, but I personally think Aleva is the winner. For that delicious cannoli, okay.
Wow. I'll TTYL. How was it?
Perfection in a bite right there. Across the street from Aleva's, you have Ferrara's, also established in 1892, also family owned. And that is a great spot for coffee if you want like a real Italian coffee. For dinner, you gotta check out Freeman's. Now it looks like let's just do a circle. Like, where am I? Am I in an abandoned area? That's the cool thing about Freeman's. It looks like it's not there, but it's there. This spot has amazing American colonial inspired food, and it's right down this alleyway that is lined with all types of graffiti. And this is kind of like the charm of Freeman's. From the outside, you would think it's an abandoned alleyway, but let's go down this way and you'll see what it really is. I feel like this area is so good for a photo shoot, by the way. It's just such a New York vibe. Their goal for this restaurant was to make it feel like an American colonial tavern, and it feels very much like that on the inside. It's very rustic, and the food is old American. It's really yummy. I don't have time to eat here to show you in the video, but I can promise you I've had the food here. It's incredible. So anyway, try it out. Really delicious food. And fun fact, they actually have a speakeasy inside on the second floor, and it's so secret that most people don't even know about it. It's called Banza Bar. It only has 20 seats. They serve all of their drinks out of teacups. It's really cool. Get a reservation here and then head to Banza Bar after, or go to this amazing speakeasy that I'm about to feature. I'll see you there. I always believe you can't complete a trip to New York City without going to a speakeasy, AKA secret bar. And this one that says the Corner Deli, established in 1932, actually is a speakeasy. This is, even though it doesn't say it anywhere, it's called La Esquina, and they serve amazing Mexican food on the top floor, but then inside there's a secret door, and they have a underground bar that looks like a cave. It's really cool. I'm gonna see if we, I hope you got that on camera. Do you have to make reservations, or can you just show up?
You have to make a reservation starting Monday to Friday before 4 p.m. You have to call.
All right, so you can't just show up? All right, we tried. But anyway, call, make a reservation. I wish I could show you the inside. I can't, but it's really cool and worth it. Okay. I have a hack for you that's really important. This is just like a quick snippet in between the 2 days. Now, if you're coming to New York from outside of the US, you're definitely going to need reliable cell connection while you're here, especially to explore all the places I'm showing you. And for that, I recommend using Olafly. They are an eSIM company that has great internet connection throughout New York City and all over the world. They're actually in over 100 markets, and there's several packages you can choose from, but for New York, I really recommend you do the unlimited package. This gives you unlimited data. For this city, I mean, it's very easy to get lost in here. There's a lot to do. Using Google Maps will use a lot of your data. So the worst case scenario is you're out exploring, doing one of these day itineraries, and all of a sudden, now you have no data. If you put Sarah Funky when you get the eSIM, you'll save 5% on that. It just is a really convenient way to make sure that you have the best time ever in New York. And it's way easier than trying to buy a SIM card when you get here, because the thing is, you may not have internet connection, or you'll be using roaming data, which will cause you to have a lot of charges. So there you go, that's a little hack for you. Also, thank you so much, Olafly, for supporting this channel and sponsoring this video. Now, let's get to day 3. Welcome to day 3, or day 2, or day 1, depending on the order that you do this itinerary in. For us, we are doing this day 3, and I wanted to include one of my favorite neighborhoods in the city. It is Dumbo, Brooklyn. You know, you've explored Manhattan for the last 2 days, so I said, why not add Brooklyn on the map? Because you gotta come to Brooklyn. We're here at Arabica. This is a local coffee shop. I encourage you to get a nice cup of coffee here. They specialize in coffee from all over the world, super high quality. You can sit inside or outside here depending on the weather. And what I love about it is you actually have these epic views of the Brooklyn Bridge, but there's an even better hack. And I'm gonna take my coffee to go, and we're gonna go and sit over there. They do have little croissants and things in there. They're pretty good. Let's go over this way because this is the best way to start your breakfast in New York. Come on. See that ferry? That's an amazing way to travel throughout the city for like a super cheap price. It literally costs $2.75. You can ride it up and down the East River all day, and they have a bar. So it's like a booze cruise for like $2.75. I mean, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want to market it like that, but I'm just saying, like, it's an option. To get to my secret spot, which, I mean, I think it's secret because no one's here ever, you're gonna walk directly towards the water, and you'll notice there's no seating when you get here. False. Turn the corner over here, and all of a sudden, there's all these tables and chairs that no one knows about, and you can literally have the most epic meal with a great view. Okay, if you went to, like, for example, the River Cafe, Michelin-starred restaurant, literally like 100 feet away, you're paying like $300 a person for this view. And here you get the same view for $0. Hack. You're welcome. After your nice coffee with the view, you might want to explore Brooklyn Bridge Park. It's lovely, but I recommend the next thing on your itinerary be the Best of New York food tour that we run. This is because we bring you to all of the iconic spots, 5 places in Brooklyn. You're gonna get pizza, tacos, pancakes, and a lot of other things, solid portions. This is a 3-hour tour. You're gonna learn the history, you're gonna see the sights, and you're gonna get delicious food. What more do you want? Now, I'm going to give you a sneak preview of an award-winning spot on our tour. These guys have won the world's best pancakes. They're pretty nuts. To the Time Out Market, which, by the way, has some of New York's best eateries all in one location with an epic view of the city. Also, one thing to note is the tours are run by my husband, Louis. Sometimes you may get another guide, but they're also just as great. And Louis is a major foodie. He's also a cicerone, which is a beer expert, and a home chef. So he's like the perfect person to be doing these tours. We do run them on Sundays, though. So if you're not doing this on a Sunday, we could do a private tour. That's another option. But the public tours run on Sundays from 11 to 2. The masterpiece has arrived. Look how beautiful this stack is. I would say that's like a 2-inch, at least, stack of pancakes. And look at all the delicious blueberries on top. You gotta get the wild blueberry pancakes. That's what they're known for. And their syrup is crazy. It's not your typical syrup. It's a maple butter syrup. It's pretty phenomenal. Look at that. Woo, look at that. So what I like about this food tour is most food tours that we went on around the world when we were designing this food tour was like, they would give you like a little tiny sample size. And that always drove me crazy because I'm like, I'm going on a food tour, like I want to have like a full meal. So ours, we kind of call it like a walking lunch. Okay, let's try it. It's like so fluffy and like a little sweet. You got that nice fruitiness from the blueberry. It's just, no wonder they're award winning. That's all I gotta say. Absolutely delicious. So if you join the tour, you get this, you get 4 other dishes for a well-rounded meal. And history. It's a perfect time. It's a perfect way to consolidate everything you need to eat your way through New York in 3 hours. And you know, since you're only here for 3 days, that's why we made it. All right, cheers. Next up, I recommend going on a classic Harbor Line cruise. You know, I talk about them all the time because they're excellent. That's it. It's like freaking amazing every single time. We are doing their fall foliage cruise today, which takes you up the Hudson River and you see the beautiful colors of the trees. But they have a lot of different cruises to choose from lunch cruises to sightseeing to history and architecture, all different topics. It's really fun. They even have specialty ones for the holidays, jazz cruises with music. I'll link below all the different options they have, and you can just click on that. It will take you right to their site, make it really easy for you. I do recommend if you're a first-time visitor, try doing their Skyline sightseeing cruise where it's a sunset and you see the Statue of Liberty. It's beautiful. It's just the best way to see the city is from the water, in my opinion. That is if you're not in a helicopter, of course, but that's like very expensive. And the tickets here are totally reasonably priced for the quality. Finally, end your 3 days in the city at Gallow Green, located at the McKittrick Hotel. This rooftop restaurant transforms depending on the season you're in. If you come in winter, you'll experience a Scottish lodge. For warmer months, you'll dine on a rooftop garden. It is super unique and they have great American food and drinks. If you're not exhausted from the 3 days of fun, I recommend adding on Sleep No More, their incredible theatrical experience. That is your ultimate 3-day guide to New York. Now, this was part 2, so please make sure you watch part 1 of this because there's a lot of amazing hacks for you in that video. And with that, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.